guys, welcome back to my channel. So weather was really nice today, so I decided that I should film this video outside. Now I'm gonna go and sit nearby the Zara. I'm already here. We'll find a place, sit nicely, and then we'll discuss. Look at this, how pretty it is. I'm gonna sit here. It's pretty cold today, but still the view is perfect, and I have my notes now, and we'll start with our topic. So you already know we are going to talk about cost of living in Germany as a student. So I have already spent like two months here now, and I pretty much know what is the current price of things, and so I think we can pretty much talk about it, and yeah, I can guide you well so that yes. Okay, so before starting the video, I'm gonna give you a short disclaimer that these prices can vary from city to city. Like if the city is smaller, then the prices can go decrease, or if it's a large city, then the prices can increase. Okay, so the top 3 expenses here as a student is food, rent, and insurance. So let's talk about food first. And if you're cooking daily at home and you just are buying groceries, then your cost can vary from 150 to 250 to 300 depending upon your city. Like in my city in Saarbrücken, it is around 100 to 150. Also, if you travel and you want to eat in a restaurant, and then suppose you eat outside once in a month, then it can cost you around 30 euros to 40 euros extra depending upon the type of food and the restaurant. Let's come to the rent. So the rent price vary from 250 euros to up to 400 euros to 500 euros to 600 euros. If it's a bigger city like Berlin, Munich, then the cost of the rent, it's like super high, 500, 600 euros. But if you're lucky enough, in a smaller city, you can get a proper apartment or a studio apartment for 250 euros. But then it would be outside the main city, like a bit to the outskirts. So one thing that you have to keep in mind before, like if you're searching for an apartment or giving a rent, there are 2 types of rent in Germany. First is the warm rent and the cold rent. Okay, so in warm rent, everything is included, like heating charges, electricity, your water, hot water charges. If it's cold rent, the rent might be less, but those things you have to pay it separately. So sometimes it's like 200 euros for a small apartment, and maybe 50 to 70 euros extra for the Nebenkost, that is extra expenses. So apart from this normal room rent, you also have to pay radio tax in Germany. So even if you don't have any TV connection in your house, in Germany it is mandatory to pay radio tax, which is basically cable charges. That is usually 18 euros. Oh. So one of this lady came here. She thought that I'm vlogging like on other side of my camera, and she stopped in between because she didn't want to come in the frame. So that was cute. That is usually 18.36 euros, but that can be divided among, like if you have the same address, if your neighbor has the same address, or then you can divide those charges. Like 18.36 you can divide among 4, 5, I don't know, 10 people. Yes. Okay, one more thing that is not included or sometimes not included in your room rent is Wi-Fi charges. So you have to take your own Wi-Fi, or you can also share it with your neighbors or your people living in your house. So that can cost around 10 to 12 euros depending again upon the Wi-Fi speed, your place where you're living, etc. Now, let's talk about insurance. So insurance is again one of the expenses that you have to pay as a student, and it is mandatory. You can't uh, ignore that. So, depending upon your insurance company, that changes. Like, for example, mine is TK insurance, so I pay around 120 euros per month. So, it is around 120 to 150 euros, not more than that. So after these three important major expenses, let's come to the mobile internet cost. So mobile internet cost also, again, the basic plan starts from 4 euros, which gives you around 3 GB data. It also goes up to 10 GB data, 10 euros for 7 GB data, etc. So for the mobile plan, I just want to give you a suggestion that like, I would suggest that don't take a contract for a mobile plan, because that would cost you a lot. Okay, so for example, you take a mobile contract for a year, and if you don't like the speed or of the internet or the service, etc., and if you want to end your contract in between, then here they charge a lot, like around 200 to 250 euros just to end your contract. So that could be very expensive. And if you take a non-contractual internet plan, then for the first time you have to pay around 19 euros for the SIM, and then monthly it would get deducted from your account, like 4G, if you are taking 4 GB plan, 5 GB plan, depending upon that monthly cost, that would get deducted. So here we come to the end of our list, and the total cost would be around 650 euros. This can obviously increase or decrease depending upon the city. If I talk about Saarbrücken, where I live, it's a small city, so the cost of living here for me, it's monthly 550 euros, not more than that. Sometimes just 500. So any which ways, as you are a student, you would get around 936 euros per month from your blocked account. So you can also save 400 to 300 euros from that. If you are living in a smaller city, or even if it's a bigger city, I think you can save 100 euros from that at least. So it's manageable, and if you are working part-time, then you can still earn some more money and save. So that was it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope this is helpful for you. And if you want to suggest or if you want to ask anything, then you can surely comment down below, or you can just DM me on Instagram. Also feel free to give any suggestions to me on my video editing, my vlogging, like whatever. Yeah, so bye, see you in the next video.